Hi everybody!
Hey y'all!
I am the international glamour toad of mystery, Ginger Minj!
I'm Julie Murphy, author of the DUMPLIN series. My latest book is about a queer boy named Waylon who lives in a South Texas town and is obsessed with drag and finds himself nominated for prom queen. And in celebration of that, I thought it would be fun to have my friend Ginger Minj of Drag Race fame walk me through a drag-inspired makeover.
Now, Julie, I hope you're ready because it's Pride Month and Pride means color. We are going to add so much color to your face. You're going to be gorgeous. All right, let's do it.
I'm ready, a little nervous, I'm moisturized.
Well, just like with a home, a good foundation is key. So as long as we get a good foundation that's not gonna move and shift and crack, you'll be good to go. So yeah, you just wanna blend that in, blend it out. You want it to be nice and thick like a mask, but thin enough that we can still kind of see your real complexion through it. Your blending's looking pretty good over there. So now what we wanna do is take that darker foundation color that you accidentally smudged on, and we're gonna purposely use it for some contour.
Okay.
Yeah, right about there. And then just bring it halfway down your cheek in a solid line. So do that on both sides. Go ahead and take that same stuff and just draw from the bottom of your ear all the way under the chin to the other side. There you go. So now what we're gonna do, you're just gonna start blending this line down, and then you're gonna pull all the cheek contour up a little bit just to blend it out. You know, some of us weren't blessed with the luxury of having a neck, so we have to create our own. We are self-made women.
So we're gonna blend upwards for the cheek and downwards for the neck.
Yes.
We're from the same family, Ginger.
Exactly. Well, that's the funny thing, you know, when we first met on set for DUMPLIN, I felt like I had known you my entire life. I felt like, you know, there's some people you meet in life where you click and you're like, oh my gosh, I've known you for forever. Oh, that's perfect. That looks really good. Yeah, that's great. Now all we need to do is powder it all down. Yeah, and just cake it in there.
So, in the book, Waylon is really inspired by a show that's very similar to Drag Race. Waylon is really rooting for this plus-size drag queen that doesn't win the season, even though Waylon really feels like that drag queen should have won. When you were on Drag Race, there had only been a small handful of like plus size drag queens on Drag Race at that point.
We were lucky if we got one every season. Right. And typically the big girls, even though they were so beautiful and so talented, they weren't taken as seriously. So it was a nice surprise for me when I was the first plus size girl that made it to the finale and really had a shot at winning. But in my heart, I was like, I just don't know if the timing is right, if they're going to see me as an actual threat to the competition. Big girls, or bigger people in general, have been villainized and tokenized so much in the past that it was weighing on my head so much, on my very wide shoulders. It was weighing on me, like, you have to be positive representation and you can't let other people put you down and make you the butt of the joke.
I even feel that with my books. Like, I will always write plus size protagonists, but I want to write epic love stories. I want to write adventures. Like, plus size people don't just wake up in the morning and think like, I'm a fat girl. You know what I mean? Like, I think about like a whole life that I want to live.
And I'm glad that, you know, there are people like you that are out there that are writing real stories about real people who just happen to be plus size. All right, so now take a bigger brush, like a blending brush. And is there like a warmer, lighter shade of brown in that palette?
Yes.
So dip the blending brush in there and you're just gonna do, like, you're gonna buff it. You're gonna blend it all down.
Okay.
There you go.
This is a lot more than like my normal chill bisexual girl makeup.
Now, the name Pumpkin, I was very thrilled about. You know that story of mine.
Tell me.
Well, when I was really young, we always went to Dollywood. We went one time when Dolly was doing a concert, and they were selling t-shirts, and she was signing them. And I was getting really grouchy. So I was screaming and crying and being a diva. Dolly looked down the line and she was like, hey, Pumpkin, come on over here. So my mom takes me over there and they stand me on the table and she's signing the back of the t-shirt. And she turns around and she was like, I get grouchy when I have to wait too. It's all right, Pumpkin. That just means you're gonna be a star. Pumpkin has always been this thing that people who really know me, they've always called me that.
Never knew this story. It's all meant to be. Okay, I think that this might be as good as that gets.
That's fine. Now we're gonna take like a pink, a nice warmer, beautiful, tropical pink. And you're gonna start at the apple of the cheek and just blend up in a circular motion. That's a pretty color.
Oh, I like it. I'm surprised. Okay.
You look like you're getting ready to go to like prom. You look so dewy and glowy and youthful and beautiful. What was your prom like?
I grew up going to a Pentecostal evangelical school. And so we weren't allowed to dance at our banquet prom thing. It was almost like graduation, but in fancy dresses. Our prom was pretty boring, but our after party was like where all the action happened.
Well, so I was born and raised Southern Baptist, so I understand the not being able to dance at any of these functions. After you get the blush on the cheek, we're gonna carve out the shape of your eye. But before you do that, really take as much loose powder as you can and pack it under the eye. So whenever you do that, just really cake it. And I go all the way to the nose. My prom growing up, I went to 3 different ones because I was homeschooled. I'm from a really small country town. It was not pleasant for me growing up. You know, like the kids were not nice because they didn't understand me.
How far after high school did drag come?
On my 18th birthday, so I sold everything that I had. I got $5,000 in cash, put it in a backpack, and I hopped a plane for New York City. It was so weird going from small town, no kind of queer scene, no representation, feeling all alone, to moving to like this big melting pot where everybody was exactly who they wanted to be, and if you didn't like it, they didn't care. And I started experimenting and doing everything that I never thought I would have the opportunity to do. And at Halloween, I decided, oh, I'm just gonna do drag. I had never felt more free. I felt like I could do anything and say anything and just be the life of the party without having to work for it. And that's kind of how Ginger was born.
It's amazing.
I haven't looked back since. It gave me my voice. It really did. And I will forever be grateful for it.
Oh, Ginger, that's incredible.
So now, you're gonna take a little brush and then you're gonna pick whatever color you want for your eye. We're gonna pick the darkest one.
Should I try purple since you've got purple today?
Look, that's perfect. That looks so gorgeous.
Okay.
That's good. Now do the same to the other side.
Okay.
Now connect the corner with your under eye. So you've got that in the same little circular motions. You're just gonna go over the top of the purple you've already put on. So that's good, I like that. So now we wanna take a lighter color, a white, a cream, a gold. This can be your shimmer. And you wanna get like a very small angular brush for this. And then you're just going to carve out the highlighted area of the eye, so it's the inner corner of the nose, through, yep, just your lid right there, and then underneath the eyebrow. That looks gorgeous. P.S. That looks so good.
Thank you.
So all you need to do now is take a big clean brush and you're gonna very lightly just brush it over your eye and blend that all out.
Oh, that is a trick. I mean, I don't know that I would say that this looks great.
I think it looks fantastic. I really love it. Do you have a liquid liner?
Got it.
You're just gonna go from the corner of your eye, just a little bit out from where you are, and just bring that line to the top line of your lash. Kind of like your highlighter powder's doing right there. Yeah, see, that's gorgeous. Since you're a Minj, you have to have the Minj mole. There you go. While we're waiting on the liquid to dry before we buff everything out, let's do some lips.
How about this one?
That looks pretty, I like that. I just overdraw just a hair. If you pull your lip down, you can kind of see where it's uneven and just even it out from there. You're giving me divine right there.
I'm trying.
I like that. Now fill it in with the liquid lip. You should be proud of how you look right now. You're so gorgeous.
Thanks.
You are ready to lead the parade. How do you celebrate Pride?
You know, I've always had a really complicated relationship with Pride because just as a bisexual person, it's always kind of felt like, is this a space for me? Is this a place for me? I think it's gotten better, and I think it's gotten like more bisexual friendly in the last few years. So I feel like I'm still figuring out how I celebrate Pride and what it really means to me. Books and reading is a huge part of how I celebrate Pride, but really it's all about just spending time with like my community and making sure that like we're prioritizing each other this month, and also remembering why we can even celebrate Pride to begin with. And I think that like we're really all, the community as a whole is really evolving. And I think that after this last year, I think we're all looking forward to a month of celebrating.
I am too. Now, final step. Take your big powdery blending brush.
Okay.
And we're just going to buff out the entire face. The beautiful thing about drag makeup is the more you blend it out, the prettier it's gonna look.
Do I need eyebrows? Should I do that really fast?
Yeah, if you want. I like your natural brow. But if you want to darken it a little bit, I don't think that would hurt anything.
So do you like exaggerate your brow?
Oh, I do. Yeah, for sure. I'm really into the Joan Crawfords, you know?
I feel like I gotta if I make the brows match the lips, maybe they won't look so ridiculous.
No, I think it's fun. And you'll always have a career as Ursula if the writing doesn't work out. I want to see that you're just being expressive and having a good time, and I really get into that. Look at you.
I think the eyebrows sealed the deal.
I think you are all set. You're ready to hit the town. Show them how prideful you are. You look gorgeous.
Hang on, I've got a really bad wig.
First time in drags at a ball. Category is
beginner level.
You look great. It's been so much fun talking to you and catching up.
Thank you so much, Ginger.
I have to tell everybody out there, I've read Dumplin', I've read Puddin', and now I've read Pumpkin, and you should do the same, because if you feel different at all, these books will make you feel like you're understood and you are a part of a larger family. And that's our family, and we love you.
Thanks, Ginger.